How do you explain what love is to a 2-year-old?
Well,
Here's the story. My son says, I said, I love you. He said, I love you. I said, what's that mean? He said, and he just stared at me because he didn't know.
yeah. I mean, you always try to relate it to something they know, right?
Well, duh.
Yeah.
I could be like, you know how you love Teddy? You could be like, yeah. I'm like, that's what love is. But I just said, you know how you love Teddy? There's no way to explain love. Because, like, isn't there different, like, levels?
For sure. And it's not
Unconditional.
tangible. So it's like.
Love is not always unconditional.
True.
There's conditions.
There are
If my
conditions.
husband just decided to start, trigger warning, if he started to try to beat me,
cheating,
up and out,
etc.
well, I could get over cheating.
That's
I could totally
true.
Get over cheating.
There are some things that are different levels.
Right. That make love like, but for my son, if he was like, oh, I'm a murderer, I'd be like, okay,
is it different for your son? Like, if your son was a murderer versus your husband,
if Drew
would that
was a
be
murderer?
Different? Yeah.
No, not for me, but for some people it might be.
Yeah, I just crossed my mind when you said that.
Same thing with their son, same thing with their wives, same thing with their daughters, same thing with their like, even if my sister Maria or Sophie.
Yeah.
Either one of my sisters. I said Maria because I just don't see Sophie hurting anybody.
Like, I think I've seen interviews on like
Maria
Dateline
might go off a handle once in a while,
where the mom would be like, help their son cover up a murder or hide the body. But I don't know that it would be the same for their husband necessarily.
Oh, I would totally hide a body for Andrew at 100%.
Get the shovel, bitch.
But I will tell you guys this. I'm not doing well. Marriage is really hard. I would bury a body for him any day. But right now, if he was to kill somebody, it'd probably be me. If I go missing.
Shit. Yeah.
Marriage is rough. It's not easy. This has been
work, right?
5 years. With plus a year in the closet.
Yeah.
So it's been 6 years of, let's call it 5, because we've been in a relationship basically for 5 years now. This last spring was 5 years. We'll be married 3 years this fall. And so it's 6 years of dealing with each other. Yeah. And that's kind of like over that hump of like the 5-year hump. And we're kind of into this 6th year in our 3rd year of marriage, where we're kind of like, it's so comfortable. It's dangerous, right? Because I feel like it's what I hear a lot of people talk about, where it's so comfortable because you've been married for 3 years. It's not new. It's not old.
Yeah.
And you've been together 5 years, that over that hump where it's like anything that you thought they would change about themselves or you could change about them, the jig is up. It's not going to happen. That they are who they are, and they really are who they are. Like, marriage doesn't change that. Being with them for a certain amount of time doesn't change. And if they are going to change, it's not going to be anytime soon. You either get up, put out, or like get up or get out. You know what I mean? Like, put up or get out.
Put up or get
out.
And
I'm putting it up. I'm putting up with a lot of things, and he is too for me. So at this point, after that 5-year hump, we're kind of in that part where it's dangerous because you get comfortable with all that shit, like that being the norm and that being like your expectations of each other.
Yeah.
And then you add a toddler at that, who's potty training, who's just been sick. Plus my husband's chronic Lyme's is back. His babesiosis is back. So it's like horrible. It feels like he got hit by a train. Yeah.
So do you think there are situations that are bringing out different sides of like each of your personalities or like different behaviors?
Maybe it is what marriage is, what makes it more easy to get lazy, because you're bonded legally by paper, so you can get a little bit lazier.
Yeah.
They're not just gonna like walk out tomorrow because all your finances are together, your home is together, like everything's all wrapped up. So you kind of feel like you can let go a little bit. And I'm starting to realize that could be a slippery slope. And so me being who I am, I fucking just sat down and started talking about it last night. And, I think we'll be okay. Like, obviously, the end, I'm not fearing of divorce or fearing of we're going down this horrible path, because we're not. We're really actually doing really great considering like everything that's going on.
Exactly.
But for my standards, of like how we usually are.
Yeah.
This is like, I see the potential of it getting worse, and like I could see that this could be a start of something if we don't get ahead of it. So we got ahead of it. We talked it
That's
out, but
good.
it's like,
to your point, you can look at it, even though all of these things are going on, you know, we are still bonded, you know, as strong as we've been. This is another thing we can get through. Obviously, I'm not married or have been in a relationship that's been that strong, but like, I would think that there are times where you have to work harder, and there are times when it kind of just flows, and
right.
there are different like eras of your marriage.
Oh, 100%. I've had a very close person in my life tell me that they're happily married. They've had like almost 30 something years, or maybe over 30 years of marriage. But they flat out said there was a 5-year period of hell. 5-year period of hell.
5 years.
Out
Holy
of the 30.
fuck. That
it was like
takes
really, really bad though. Like really bad. But nobody knew. Nobody around them knew.
Wow.
5 years.
That's strength.
They said to me, you could have a good, like, horrible, you could have like a bad, like 5 years or so
No, like,
span at a time.
consecutively?
That's as long as I've been with him right now.
Right.
Consecutively,
Damn.
yes.
That's like, to not give up during that 5 fucking years. That's
I'm like, is that normal? Are you guys psychopaths, lazy?
right.
Or just, did you guys do your own thing? I did not get the details, but all I got was they made it through, and thank God, because A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
Yeah, right.
X, A, J, N, P. Saying it the way Tommy does. Y, Z. But yeah, so I was trying to explain to him what love is, and it's like, it's not the same way that I love his dad, but almost. I can't even imagine the day where he says, "I hate you, Mom."
I can remember, I think, maybe 2 or 3 occasions where I said it to both my parents.
Oof.
And it's...
I've never said it to my dad.
Guilt.
I mean, if I did, I was little. I don't remember.
I was probably like 8 or 9, and I said it and stormed up to my bedroom and slammed the door, and immediately had this overwhelming like dread sense of guilt, even at like, I mean, 8's still pretty young to like understand that. So I went immediately back downstairs, and I was like, I am so sorry. I don't mean that. I didn't mean it. I don't know why I said it. And my mom like opened up a conversation about like, words can be hurtful, and sometimes you have to pause and think before you speak.
That's what your mom, that was your mom's reaction to you saying, I hate you?
And then coming back down.
That was your mom's reaction.
Yeah. And I remember it as
what is this, like the Brady Bunch or some shit going on in your fucking the fuck?
Like, bitch, watch your mouth with me, you fucker.
I probably got the door taken off I'm pretty sure. Like that kind of shit's what happened to me.
Oh, God.
So I was trying to explain to him that I loved him, and I didn't know how. And I just kind of like stopped talking. Just like, I didn't know how to tell a 2-year-old that I love him. Like, what is love?
What is it?
And then it got me freaked out, and I got like in my head.
Yeah,
of
course. Yeah, like
Sometimes I watch his fish, and it makes me like go into deep meditation watching his fish.
Yeah.
You ever watched a fish?
Oh, fuck yeah. It's
okay.
Mesmerizing.
Hypnotizing.
Yeah, hypnotizing for sure.
I cut you off, but I really want to hear what you had to say.
I think when you're that young, you have to like attach something like tangible to it, right? So he can relate like
I guess
something
so it's Teddy, right?
Yeah.
Because he loves his Teddy.
Yeah. And that you never want anything bad to happen to Teddy, and you always want to be with Teddy. And
okay, yeah. Thank you, person who has no child. I am gonna go do that tomorrow. Actually, that's a really
those are good ones.
Thank
right?
you.
You're welcome.
Yes, but I no offense, but I don't know that I could go to you for my marriage advice, though.
I would.
No offense.
No, I wouldn't even feel comfortable giving it.
Dash Shush.
Can you hear him? What's happening? Hey.
There's going to be a storm or you're going to get flattened, and I'm going to have to watch you die.
It's, it is storming. Enough. Lay down. Fuck. That's my parenting. Hey.
Your face when you went, enough. It was the gayest, meanest old man thing I've ever. I felt like I was at P-Town stepping on some guy's lawn by accident.
Enough.
Oh, I don't have gay friends here, and it really bothered me when I was hanging out with my mom's friends who were gay, the married couple, and I was like, speaking of marriage advice, I got a lot from them too.
I was going to ask, is that the couple
they were together 38 years? We talked about them last episode, right? I realized whenever I hang out with you, I'm like, I gotta get some gay people in my life. Like, I'm not straight.
You need the gays in your life.
No offense.
Yeah, but
no offense. They don't like me.
And it's a different vibe. It's just a different vibe. In the room, you can feel the energy is different. Like, you need to be around your people. I need to be around my people too.
But nobody's like me. A gay man and a demisexual woman could not be more opposite.
That's true.
That's not it. What it is just being able to freely talk about my sexuality without fear.
Yeah.
Because if you think that just because I'm on a platform on TikTok and I talk about my sexuality, or a platform with you talking about my sexuality, that I'm comfortable in a situation in person, no, I'm not. People are fucking whacked.
Yeah.
They're whacked.
Yeah.
And they'll hurt you.
They will. That's the thing.
Like, bottom line,
mm-hmm.
They'll hurt you one way or the other.
Yeah, I always still to this day read the room before I'm like, okay, how comfortable am I in this setting? What am I comfortable talking about? How, am I going to open up with this group of people? Like, it's always about reading the room and making sure that it will be like accepted, or someone's not going to like snap back.
I just don't like the conversation with people of how they don't understand it.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, so you were with a man and you married a man, but you were with a woman? It's so interesting. It's like nobody fucking paid attention in history class.
Right. And it seems
everybody
condescending.
Was fucking everybody.
If they're asking, like, wait, you were what? Yeah, bitch, get over it.
Did anybody read about the ancient Greeks?
Come on.
They had their shit together.
Right.
Wives had wives, wives had husbands, husbands had wives, and then they all had their little
everyone
sex
like
partners.
Lived together in the chambers and the fucking shit.
They had fanning each other, blowing each other, sucking each other,
grapes,
doing each other.
Yeah.
But everybody was fine.
Yeah.
Why? And because they just loved whatever. They didn't give a shit. They just loved who they loved. They didn't think about gender. That's me.
Yep.
How is it so hard to understand?
That's like the. For me, that's like the easiest, right? It just makes sense.
If you want to tell me that a man is not supposed to get pleasured by another man, you can try to explain to me why the fuck your shit is in a place where only a dick could reach. Mic drop.
That's a good point. Why is our G-spot inside of us? Yeah, good point.
And why is my G-spot on the outside where I'd want a fuck another one of them to rub up on?
That's genius.
Because the dick's not rubbing up on my clit, but another clit could, couldn't it?
Right.
Yes, it could.
Oh my God.
So why are our two G-spots in places where the same sex could absolutely go right at it, no problem?
Such a good point. That's so funny.
I mean, there's definitely an anatomic reason, I'm sure. Whatever. I don't want to know. Because I think that it's because of gay.
Everything's gay.
Your G-spot is only reachable by a dick, right?
True. It's so funny that
that's a dick job right there.
That's a dick job.
That a man's G-spot is a dick job, people.
It's funny that like pegging is like just now starting to be even like talked about a little bit among straight men.
What the fuck is that?
So pegging is when you're a hetero man, but you like being penetrated. So like either a finger or a vibrator, and your girlfriend pegs you to hit the G-spot.
Well, duh. When you posted that TikTok of you walking around your apartment with your microphone,
Yeah.
I never wanted you to move to the East Coast so much in my entire life. I got sad. I got like sad.
That was the extent of my Sunday, doing laundry.
Like I want to walk in on that.
Yeah.
Like I want to be able to
Isn't it
walk down
fun?
the street
Yeah.
and be like, and you're like, hey,
So stupid, but I was like,
in capris,
yes. You're
in sweatpants,
sweat capris.
capris, people.
You're lucky I didn't
even
have
know
a
they still existed.
skirt on.
You don't cross dress at all?
No,
Have you ever done drag?
never.
Do you want to?
I would like to have someone do my makeup professionally at least once to see what I would look like. But I don't necessarily want to do drag makeup like Trixie. I want to look pretty. Does that make sense to you?
That makes total sense
Yeah.
to me. Because that's such an innocent, like, feminine thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a femininity. It's not.
Yeah, I want like the lashes and a like smoky eye and like some, you know what I mean?
Yes, I do. And I think that a lot of once gay men and the internet came out and like makeup came out, I don't know all those teeny bopper names. Like they're probably in their 20s.
Yeah,
I don't know all their names, but there's like a lot of gay makeup artists that are like very popular on social media.
Yeah.
They started making it normal to see men like that, and like,
Yes.
but they're not. But they're still like considered like I don't know. Somehow they're still masculine gay.
Yes, like
but they're wearing makeup.
They would go out in a full face of makeup, but still have on but still be like presenting as a male, right?
Yes,
whereas it's not
that
considered
should be normal
drag.
for men. Like,
totally,
right?
Totally,
that should be normal. Like that should be that. It will be. It's getting there.
It's getting there.
is.
Yeah.
Like,
don't have the urge to cross dress or drag, but definitely
because you wore your mom's stuff. You told me.
Yeah. I think it was mostly curiosity. Like she would go to the grocery store and I'd grab like a pair of high heels and wear them around the house for like 13 minutes until she got back from the grocery store, or like a, skirt that she got. I'd put it on for like a half an hour.
I don't think a lot of straight men at all have done that.
Yeah, I doubt
at
that.
all ever.
Doubt it.
No.
Right. But that like...
So that's my question is like, why is that gone? Like, that's really gone? Like you don't ever feel like wearing feminine clothes? Ever?
No. Like I said, I have one skirt that I bought mainly just for like comfort in the summer. No, it's like a hippie, flowy, fun to wear.
Oh, cute.
Just with no underwear, sit on the balcony, get a breeze. You know what I mean? Not in a pervy way.
No, my genitals are inside my body.
Oh, right.
Wrapped up in a nice little bow. Yours are just dangling like a fucking sweaty sausage. It's disgusting. Tommy took his balls, spread them out like this, like Batman, put them over his penis, and went, "Look, Mom."
That's a typical move, the bat wing. It's called the bat wing.
Whatever.